This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network. TalkSport. Powered by fans.
Ready for a healthy, stress-free back-to-school season? Thrive Market's got your back with easy, high-protein meals, brain-boosting lunchbox staples, and low-sugar snack packs. Everything to simplify your busy mornings. Their groceries are high quality and no junk. Over 1,000 sketchy ingredients restricted and all trusted by parents so you can shop worry-free. Plus, their big back-to-school sale makes it the perfect time to stock up. Go to thrivemarket.com/podcast for 30% off your first order and a free $60 gift.
Welcome once again to the first episode of the new season of the Tilton Talk show, sponsored by AMG Logistics, with myself, Paul Lipkiss, the one and only newly married Claire Wielder.
Good evening. Even I was shocked then, I didn't know who that was.
Mr. No robe and shirt that looks like a tea-towel, Mark Adams.
Hello everybody, just wanted to prove that I've got a job.
Actually, I
think he looks like the pyjamas they give you in prison.
No, very nice.
Mr. Fixer Craig Courtney.
Good evening everyone, welcome back.
The Chairman Alan Watter.
Good evening everybody, great to be back.
And last but not least, Mr. Chris Brown.
Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, strap yourselves in. It's time for your Tilton Talk Show.
So where do we start then? Obviously, since we were last on in our summer special, I think we signed about 7 players since we last spoke and did an episode. And obviously, we played our opening game of the season on Friday night. And I thought it was a bit dubious as soon as I arrived in the cop car park myself and saw the ref's tractor parked up in the spaces out there. And I thought this is going to be a hard night for us tonight. But yeah, I think Claire, 1-1 was a bit gut-wrenching right at the end like that, isn't it? When you equalise like that, it feels like you've won. And when you concede like that, it feels like you've lost, doesn't it? But I think overall, the signs are so encouraging, aren't they? Especially from the new signings. And, I think we even gelled, a lot sooner than what we did last season with all the new players. I mean, we had more new players last season, but I just thought some of the interplay and some of the stuff that we were playing was just breathtaking at times, wasn't it?
Yeah, I just think, wow. I mean, the atmosphere was incredible. I think that helped them along. I think every single player on that pitch was an 8 out of 10. I thought that they were superb. And it was nice to see how we've kind of developed even from the last game of the season. I thought that everybody played really well. I mean, Kyogo is rapid. It's my first time really seeing him play. And I thought Paik and Iwata didn't look out of place whatsoever. And it was nice to see the bit of gelling. It's amazing how we're looking forward to the next few games, because now obviously we've got one this week, like Wednesday, but at least each week we should see development going on as well.
Yeah.
Stano's goal was good. Really glad he's got off the score sheet. Obviously, he doesn't just score penalties, does he? Right. And handball, not handball. I personally didn't think it was a handball. I've seen different angles. I've seen their players pulling shirts, our players pulling shirts, but it was their reaction. That was the difference. I think all of Ipswich players were shocked that they had it. I think they were as shocked as we were. But I'm really proud of them. I thought that they really made an account of themselves and were back. And I think we've proved to the whole league that we're back and we're ready and we're going to compete. And I can't wait to see who else we sign, and I can't wait to see the future. And this season looks really promising.
Yeah, and obviously congratulations on your marriage as well recently.
Thank you.
To be there as well on the evening, and had a very good night myself, and I'm sure those as well that are with us now can share.
Yeah, it was good night.
But yeah, I think we're back in the Championship, one game, and we're already moaning about referees. And I genuinely think that having now had a season in League One for the first time in 30 years, the referees in that division were better than the Championship. I honestly think that. They're just, I don't know what it was. Obviously, for years in the Championship prior to last season, we complained about referees so many times. Now, I think maybe because we were winning more games, obviously, last season, maybe that had something to do with it. There might be some shocking decisions that I've forgotten about. But overall, I just think that, from what I saw on Friday night, really, the guy just looked way out of his depth to me. It was just an absolutely shocking refereeing performance. And to disallow Kyogo's goal was just unbelievable, wasn't it, Craig?
Oh, totally. And the more you see it back on the TV and the highlights that come out in different areas, you just question what did he see? And I've watched the interview on Sky where you got another referee talking about what had happened and why it occurred, and they said themselves very, very harsh. And I think partly, and I'm not condoning anything here, but the one thing I will say is there's that many changing rules that happen every season.
Yeah,
that part of me thinks as a referee, what are they going to remember? Are they going to make mistakes? And I think they are. But the handball from one angle, you'd go, oh, God, yeah, any day of the week, and we'd be calling for it. From another angle, you're then seeing that blatantly Dykes heads it, which goes onto his arm. And you've got to use your momentum with your arms to jump high enough to get to the ball. So it just doesn't make sense. And then actually, look at the Charity Shield yesterday, when to me there was more of a blatant handball with VAR.
I know.
And they just waved it off and said no chance.
Yeah.
So there's just no way to go about it. But the one thing I will say is it's done. We've got to move on, and we're going to get results that sometimes decisions go our way and at other times they don't. But for me, the one thing that stood out was that's our first game where you can actually say the players have been out in anger as such and going out for it. But we've got one hell of a team that is still to gel properly. And wow. Neumann, wow. That guy.
I was getting Dan and Johnson vibes with them pair.
Yeah, 100%.
Johnson and the other one for me, the way he was running up for the ball, the way he went for everything, and the way he won everything in the air. That was Liam Dayish. You know what I mean? That was just how I remember him when he came to the club. So we've got some great players on the books and still more to come. It's going to be, well, the next few weeks as we get to the end of the window are just going to be interesting because I still feel as though we're going to pull something out of the bag. I don't think we've finished.
I think we could do with maybe, nice new right winger. Somebody, if we could get somebody in. And I think Keshi Anderson, don't get me wrong, he was phenomenal on Friday night. Keshi Anderson was absolutely amazing, but I just got a feeling we're a bit light on the flanks, like when we make our subs, because obviously, Keshi was worn out, wasn't he? He was ready to go off when he went off. But I just think that what we're bringing on at the moment in certain positions is a bit of a downgrade on who we're taking off, and we need to get players up to the same sort of level as what we've got in other areas. We've got two good players available. And in other areas, we haven't quite got players coming on anywhere near as good as what's going off. Stansfield for Dykes is a prime example, but you're not going to get a player as good as Stansfield sitting on the bench. But what I'm trying to say is if we can improve on that, and I think that'll probably become Dooch, won't it, when he becomes available. But Alan, how are you, mate? You had a good summer, and
yes, excellent.
Tell me who impressed you mostly out of the new signings as well.
It's a good question, that is.
Thank you.
Kyogo, I think. I've watched all the friendlies, and you're thinking, well, this bloke he looks a bit off the pace,
Yeah.
But Friday, I saw that. I mean, I've been watching videos of him all summer, and there's one when he scores 30 odd goals in a season for Celtic, and you watch that and you're thinking, blimey, this bloke's quick. But then he didn't show that in the pre-season, but he certainly did on Friday. And that was terrific. Yes, his goal. I mean, that referee was a mug.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolute mug.
Yeah.
And I watched the entire match again yesterday on recording, and they slipped it out that this bloke was the first time he'd ever refereed Birmingham. Now, what you don't need in a situation like that is a novice at anything. You want somebody who you can say, well, this is the biggest game of the weekend. We make sure we have who's experienced, been there before, etc., etc. I mean, the atmosphere. I don't usually get very inspired by these things, but it was a different gravy on Friday night. I was emotionally struck by how good it was, and it wasn't just it stayed through the whole game virtually. And these sort of things affect people. It doesn't matter, you can say, oh well, don't listen to the crowd. It does. It does affect everybody on the pitch, and the referee included. And he gave over nearly 23 kicks in the first half. Never booked anybody. Never booked any. If you have 23 kicks, somebody must be doing something wrong. And then he started doing makeup calls. There was one handball in the first half where their winger in front of me punched the ball. Yeah. The linesman, who was 5 feet away, never gave anything. But to be fair to him, he's probably looking for offside, so he may not. But the referee, why play on? Yeah. And then there was one where after the Kyogo event, Kyogo burst through on his own. The bloke just hauled him down. Yeah. Yeah. And you're thinking, well, you gave that. Yeah. I think he didn't give it. He didn't give it. Sorry, he didn't give it. He hauled him down. He should have been booked. Yeah. And they never even gave a free kick. But I enjoyed the experience. I was thrilled with the way we played. You said Anderson had a great game. Did. I'm not going to argue, but he was probably thinking about the weakest player. But he did nothing wrong. You probably criticise him for some of the crosses that didn't get there, but equally there was plenty that did. Yeah. I thought everybody was tremendous, really was. Except probably the goalkeeper deserves a bit of a telling off for that bloody pass. But okay, we got away.
That can happen though when we play the way we do, and obviously you watch the top teams in the world. I'm talking now. Their goalkeepers do that as well, because of the way the way the football's played now from the goalkeeper. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. It's just like a misplaced pass in midfield or at the back or up front, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah.
I think overall, we were by far the better team on the night. Ipswich had their moments, but I think it sort of like summed it up that the penalty was their first shot on target in the whole game. That kind of spoke 1,000 words, and I think the referee really set the scene as soon as he gave that Pake foul when he clearly won the ball. We knew what sort of an evening we were in for after that, really, to be honest. But yeah, we got no Mark Meredith tonight, unfortunately. He's otherwise engaged. Hopefully he'll be back with us next week. But Rod, give us your thoughts, mate. And I think overall, it was. Did you enjoy the game yourself? And was you walking out gutted at the end, or was you sort of like?
I took a point before the game. I was talking to the pigeons before the game. If I could give 11 man on match awards, I'd give it to every one of our lads because they gave absolutely everything. I mean, in the end, it was for Ipswich. In the end, it was just they just relied on dirty tricks. You'd have thought they'd just come up from League One. But yeah, it was absolutely stunning. I mean, from the first tackle, Newman's just won everyone over straight away. I mean, he's so loved already. And that's going to carry us well into the season. I know we said in the summer special we take, top half, top 10, but I mean, after watching that, what is there to be scared of in this league?
Nothing.
There's nothing.
We've just got to be consistent, haven't we? That's the thing,
That's the thing. I was going to say, Paul. I mean, it's all right doing it now, in August, but when the cold nights come in, against Preston at home on a cold October night, we've got to keep this tempo up now. We've raised the bar. We've got to keep it going. You know,
I totally agree,
we've got to
Neil.
remember this.
I think we although we all agree that we were the best team on the night, but I watched 2 or 3 other games, and I watched all the highlights, and I didn't see anyone anywhere near as good as us. I watched the Southampton Wrexham game. Southampton was shocking.
Yeah.
Now I'm not one of these people that would have had them in the top 6 anyway, because they were so bad last year and they've lost players. They're not going to. There is one significant the free kick that won the game for them. But when you're playing better opposition, the opposition can be rubbish, and then they get something like that, and there's a bloke on the pitch that can do that. That's the difference between the 2 divisions. But I wasn't going to feel sorry for Wrexham, but you know that they certainly weren't. They weren't very good themselves. They got a bit of a. They got a penalty, which was right. I watched Leicester and Sheffield Wednesday. Goodness me! If you can't beat Sheffield Wednesday with 10 men by more than that, you're not in the game, are you? It was awful.
I think the main thing. Sorry, Paul. I think the main thing in this league is momentum. And it's about having that momentum and having that string of results. Now, we always struggle around Christmas time. Mm-hmm. And we did have a bit of a wobble just before Christmas, didn't we, with the Shrewsbury game. We had a few games where we struggled a little bit. And I think it will be about making the squad. Now, obviously, the players that we lacked a lot of pace on our bench, which was the problem, I think. And the problem is that, you know, when you got Kyogo, Stano, Damari Gray and Anderson as your front forward line, if you they push them back 10 yards, 15 yards, which created the space in midfield for Paik and Iwata to play. All of a sudden, when you take off that forward line, and no disrespect to Doyle, Dykes, Gardner, Hickman, they haven't got a lot of pace. So if you see Ipswich, they came more into our half and we dropped. And then that's going to be the thing. We've got to have those impact subs that can help us keep the momentum, because we were winning by so much last year that actually when we were winning, we were 2-0 up. We could then kind of go, okay, then we'll put these on, we can rest a few, and then we'll still win, we'll be fine. This league's totally different league. And I think we need to work that out on who we're going to be. I think that, is it Duck? What's called Duck will come on, and he will change the game as well. And I think that he will be able to actually hold the ball up and then help everybody else. But I do think it's about having those slight tweaks, because I was getting worried as we were dropping further and further back. And the other thing I would tweak as well, it's lovely when we're playing out from the back, but Allsop does need to be a bit quicker, because they're going to be on you. Literally, they were on us straight away for the goal kicks, because everybody knows how we play now. So it's going to be a little bit different, but otherwise, fantastic.
I think Kyogo and Stansfield and Damari Gray in the first half especially linked up really well. And my man of the match was obviously Bright Asai Samuel, and I mean he really impressed me.
What a great debut he had.
Yeah.
Got to say that what's interesting was hearing the fact that Doyle would have started. Had he not been unwell. So then you question and come back to the impact player off the bench. And actually, would that then have been Kyogo? Because I don't think he'd have started.
How can you drop him? How can you not start him? I
think he will now.
Yeah, because he was phenomenal. Even against 6'4", he was trying to win the ball in the air, and he was
The thing I liked about him was not just it wasn't a case of just going in and following up, but everything. You know, whenever he was in front of goal, he was looking to score. You know, you look at the one that was disallowed in any game, no matter what. It was a disallowed goal, but what a finish. You know, it was a deft finish. He also was the instigator of the goal. You know, it was his that came off the post. So just having that I suppose, the poacher in a way that we've been looking for a long time. If he can just come up with a couple, I think he'll fly. And I tell you what, I wouldn't put it past him being top scorer in this division.
No.
I could see it going, if he goes on a run and stuff like that. To go back on the teams across the weekend, I mean, for me, the team that stood out was Bristol.
Yeah,
Bristol. I thought they were a really well structured team. And I've seen a couple of comments on the board saying the same thing. However, it's first game of the season, it means absolutely nothing. Ipswich were without 3 top players, and would have been a different side if they were playing. I just look at it this way. Nothing in any of the leagues takes any shape for me until Christmas.
Yeah.
You can get that momentum. Keep this unbeaten streak at home. And let's not forget, last season we started with a 1-1 draw against Reading at St Andrews.
Yeah.
So, and look what we did. And we went on to that. I'm not saying we'll replicate that, but if we can go on half of that run, we'll be there or thereabouts. But it's going to be a very, very, very interesting season.
I think last time we were in this division, obviously season before last, I was asking everyone what your relegation radar is. And this time I'm hoping I'll be asking what's our promotion radar? Out of 10, what do we think, are the chances of us getting promoted more so than relegated this time, especially with that squad now? I can pretty confidently sit here and say I don't think we'll go down. And that's nice, isn't it? Because when you look at the squad now compared to what it was last time we were in this division, it's like night and day. And full credit to everyone involved in the club and obviously the phenomenal ownership that we've got now and what they've done in, the couple of years they've been here. And obviously it's only the beginning as well. We've got so much more to come and it's so exciting, isn't it? And, I just think, you've now got, in certain positions, 2 great players available. And then in other positions, I just think we need to enhance, what we've got coming off the bench or even in the team. But I just want to single Keshi Anderson out because from trialist at Solihull Moors to this now in this team, and one of the, in my opinion, I thought he was one of the best players on the pitch on Friday night.
He's got to be though, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Everyone's playing for their place now, which is what you want, isn't it?
Which is sorry, Paul. I was going to say which is why the cup game's going to be interesting because it's going to be good to see how the lads who didn't play, how they shape up. It'd be nice to see them in a competitive game.
Another option was watching Keshi Anderson and Gray switching throughout. Yeah. Now, that gave, obviously, the Ipswich team something else to think about. But also, if you're seeing that now, you know that that's in Davis's mind as well. So, I think we've got it so that it's nicely set up. And for me, actually, Gray was better when he was on the side that Keshi Anderson started. I actually was slightly disappointed with Gray on Friday night. I expected a bit more, but then I did look and see that Ipswich really, I think their focus of attention in terms of defending was keeping him away from it, which freed up the space for Fikojo across the middle. And that was a key factor, but he is going to tear some teams apart. And, we're going into the weekend. Let's talk about Saturday. I mean, geez, 7,033 fans at Blackburn. It's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Home game.
Yeah, and watching the way they played against the Albion, it was Route 1 football. It was looping over the top. Defence quite slow. Goalkeeper did not like coming out for balls. Didn't control his box at all. That was the game that I actually sat down and watched the most of. And what I found interesting was that Albion didn't really target that goalkeeper in the way that I think Birmingham will. I think what we're going to find is a lot of whipped balls coming in. And that's where Gray may come into his own. And I think the weekend is just, I cannot wait because I don't. In fact, when was the last time that we had, the question to everybody really, when was the last time that we had a following away from home of over 7,000? Because I can't remember one.
Remember 4.5 at Bolton? I was in that one, and that was incredible.
5 at Wigan. There was 5.5 at Barnsley.
Take a lot to Cov normally.
Yeah,
I can't think.
It's nice to see these teams waking up to the fact that they can sell Birmingham 7,000 tickets and not say, well, you can have 3.
Yeah.
And then we turn up and there's a stand next to us.
Yeah.
Totally empty. That drives me nuts. You know what?
Well, it's mandatory, isn't it now, Al? They can't. It's mandatory in this league. They have to sell you a minimum of 10% of the capacity of their stadiums. So I think across this season, we've actually only got 2 teams that we're playing where the away allocation will be less than 2,000.
Oxford's one.
Oxford and Wrexham.
Oxford and Wrexham.
Yeah, because 10% of Ewood Park could be 33,000, wouldn't it? Because it's 30,000.
Well, at least no one can moan this season, though. It's going to be great.
Well, I ain't got one for Blackburn. I'm moaning
Remember
already.
that you don't have to sit in your seat in away games. Do what you want.
Yeah. No, let's see how it all pans out. But I haven't been this excited. I think this just feels different to anything ever, doesn't it? It's a totally different feeling than we've ever had before.
Yeah,
you know,
just going on that day. Most of us can remember when we had 7,000 at home.
Yeah.
Oh, what Warren was a style. He's made a point. You don't get 7,000 very often. It's normally cup games.
Yeah.
I can't remember how many we had Flag Day at Preston, but not 7,000. Right? Yeah, right. I think it was about 6,000 or 6,500 that were at Preston, because I was there for that one as well.
Yeah.
But just thinking about it, we might be going back the times of the FA Cup games when we've had that sort of following, you know, Liverpool.
Mind you, we took MK Dons a few years ago. We took a few, didn't we?
Yeah,
MK Dons brought about 6,000, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we'll have to just see if anybody that's listening can come up with when was the last time. And we'll talk league games that we had 7,000 plus in attendance for an away game.
Remember, Blackburn's our bogey team. I mean, I've been
we ain't got a good record
away
there,
to Blackburn a lot, and I haven't seen many wins.
No.
And normally we play horrendously. So come on, Blues.
Was Lee Clark the last manager to win there? With Lee Novak scored Lee Novak scored an absolute worldie, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
Wasn't it? Wasn't the last time we lost 4-0 or something? Oh, I can't remember. There was a 4-0 loss, and there was a.
It ain't a good one, is it?
We saw Wayne Rooney on the open house the night before, and then he went there on the Monday. We saw Wayne Rooney on the open house, and then on the Wednesday night, 2 days later, we got hammered 4-2 there, if you remember.
Yeah. I do.
But I remember us being 3-1 up in the Premier League when we had Savage. Savage scored, and Darren
3-3. Yeah. 3-3 that one. Yeah.
We still fluffed that as well and drew 3-3, didn't we?
Yeah.
So it's just not a happy hunting ground for us at all, is it? But hopefully we can bury that bogey on Saturday. It's about.
I can remember us winning there on Boxing Day when centre half, what was his name? 20 years ago. Darren Pearce. Darren Pearce got the winner.
Oh, did it?
Boxing Day. That's 20 years ago now.
Yeah, I don't remember that. Okay. Any good comments coming in on the shout boxes? Good evening to everyone on YouTube and Facebook shout boxes, and we hope you've all had a good summer.
We're also live on X tonight for the first time. So.
Oh, are we? And good evening to everyone on X and watching on X as well. So have we got any good questions or comments? Any others?
Questions, but comments around the 7,000. So there's a few people shouting out. I think it was in and around that when we played Bolton and stayed up last game of the season.
Okay.
Then Liverpool away, Bill Mintz has mentioned there. Fraser Higgins has said we took a few thousand to Fulham when we beat them 5-2.
Yeah, remember that.
Jason Hughes, this is a really good point, this is, because we do experience this across the leagues, but he said he's got a mate that follows Brighton, and all away tickets in the Premier League are capped at £20. So, 20.
Yeah, it's a joke.
So why have we not got the same in the Championship? And I totally agree, because at the end of the day, we get promoted, we get it. What's the difference? So it's a great shout, and one that perhaps we should put across to the EFL, because don't forget, fan power does get listened to. I know it's not very often Birmingham City do, but raise it. They have feedback mechanisms. Put it through and ask the questions. In times when people are low on cash, why should we pay over the odds for something?
Yeah, 38 quid Blackburn was, wasn't it? For me, anyway.
Blackburn 38.
38, yeah, I paid, yeah.
Oh, God's sake.
Blackburn 38, Coventry, I think Leicester was 35. Coventry's going to be more as well.
Coventry's 40 quid.
Yeah.
We better bloody win after I pay 38 quid to go. You know
Welcome to my world on a weekly basis, Paul. But I have to say, the year in advance.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's way over the odds, I think, for Blackburn. But if they can get away,
they make the money.
Yeah, I know.
You can buy a house in Blackburn for that.
I know. Absolutely.
We've talked about a lot about our club and our owners, and a totally different subject, but got to show solidarity with Sheffield Wednesday fans. I think what they did at Leicester the weekend was what we as fans were doing as well to force the owners out of the club. And the fact that you saw the whole of Leicester Stadium standing to applaud them as they came in, the fact that some of their fans paid for the game and actually didn't get in until about the 35th minute, I think was the final people through the turnstiles. Got a feel for them. And it's another club that's in financial difficulties because our setup across the Football League is not strong enough to pick these things up and deal with horrible owners that don't want to put money back in. We've also seen other clubs going bust, and it's not on. We're fortunate, but the guidance is now out from the government, isn't it? We've got this new thing in place where we're talking about the owners working with the fans and having that voice together to help things happen. And I hope that Sheffield Wednesday can get out of their situation and turn things around, because it's not right that we see big clubs in such a horrible space.
But it's the fit. It all boils down to that fit and proper person test, doesn't it? When you're trying to buy a football club, there's more questions when you want to become a pub landlord than if you want to buy a football club, which is just insane. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Mental.
Yeah. So
not that we've got to worry about it now, because we've got Super Tommy Wagner and.
Well, like you said, Craig, we're fortunate.
Yeah. Very fortunate.
God knows what would happen to us if they hadn't saved us, because we'd have been in the same probably position by now. And I feel for Morecambe fans as well, going down the leagues even further. You've got your diehard Morecambe fans that go home and away, and you've got the members of staff that are losing their jobs and everything. It's just terrible.
It's nice to see the other clubs rallying round Morecambe, and I think those ones that are offering seats to those fans that have got season tickets, etc. I think he's absolute wicked gesture, and he's superb across the board. What this also does, though, is show the gulfing difference in financial situations from the Premier League and then down through all the others, because look at those teams that have been relegated from the Premier League. So Leicester facing points deduction.
Yeah.
They're going to fail the financial fair play.
Yeah.
Got Southampton relegated, but still got to get rid of people to balance the books.
Yeah.
Ipswich did exactly the same. They've had to do things to balance the books. And then you look at teams that have been in the division for a while that can't go out and spend loads of money. West Brom, Coventry, they've all done really well, but can't get anywhere because of the fact that the rules aren't being stuck to. And yet we could end up this season as the highest grossing ever championship side for revenue. Then that comes down to, people will go, but we shouldn't be doing this. I heard comments of, why have we got sponsors for a fan park? Why should we have to pay more to go into hospitality? Why do we need to have these names here, these names there? The reason you need it is so that we can spend.
Yeah.
That puts us in a much better position than those teams that are in and around us. And that's where we're going to be so strong. And, if we don't secure any sort of promotion this season, it ain't going to be far off, because they will continue to go until it happens. And that comes across as well in the documentary. I think we'll come on to it.
Yeah, nice segue, Craig. I was going to come on to the documentary, actually. So what did we all think? I'll give my thoughts first. I thought it was absolutely amazing. Obviously, I was privileged to be at the premiere Wednesday before last and see the first 2 episodes, and I just thought it was brilliantly put together. It told the story of Birmingham and our club superbly well. I thought, Tom Brady, obviously, we learnt a lot more about Tom Brady and his involvement in our club than what we probably all knew before. I think, certainly that bit with Rooney and all sorts of different bits, you can see how much of an impact he's having on the mentality side of the club and, how he's changing our mentality to winning more. And you can see why he's a serial winner himself. My only criticism, I would say they probably should have done a little bit on Juki when he did his speech on the mic when he retired. Yeah. And even if they'd have just shown his speech and just sort of like shown a little clip of a few of his goals during his years with us, for me, that's all it was missing. What do you think, Claire? Have you seen it now, Claire?
Yeah, I managed to catch up. I mean, my tweet was at the end, so I'm on that one.
I spotted you twice in the first 10 minutes. You were in the pub next to Wagner.
Was I?
Oh, yes.
I need to have another look then. I need to watch it more closely, not be half jet lagged while I watched it.
Yeah, do you agree with that though, Claire? Do you think Juki probably could have been given a little, even if it had been given a bit of a cameo in there with his little speech and just showing a few of his goals and the fact that he'd retired from playing,
Yeah, I think it was a lot different to how I thought it was going to be. Obviously, as soon as it said Brady, it was mainly about him, wasn't it, really? And to be fair, it's been quite a good insight about what he actually does, like you said. And I think we've all kind of wondered, what does he actually do? Yeah. But actually, he's a very, very integral part. And I think Chris Davies likes working with him. I feel like they've got a really good working relationship. Yeah. I thought it was going to be longer. I'm shocked it wasn't 10 episodes. I thought 5 episodes for a season that we had, including the Rooney era. I was surprised it wasn't longer. I just think that it was very short and sharp. And I think I was shocked that Juki didn't have a bit more, but then I was shocked that there wasn't more on other sides as well. It's a shame it wasn't like a 2-season or anything like that. But, I mean, it's gone down well. I think it's shown our club in a good light. A lot of swearing, though. I'm not going to lie. I was shocked about the language, I was like, oh, okay. But I think that it does show our club in a good light, and hopefully they can make another season, and then that would be great, wouldn't it? But
I think there's loads of unshown footage, isn't there, that they've recorded? They could probably make another 5 episodes.
I think there's about another 65 hours.
Oh, is that, Chris? Bloody hell. Okay.
Wow.
So
it might be nice to have like a bit of unseen, and that we keep bringing out those. I mean, we've got all these other things going on. I mean, I can't even keep up. I mean, I've been jet lagged for about 4 days. But literally, I think they could make things out of those, and then that would be quite nice to have little snippets.
Yeah. I think
there will be bloopers. There's got to be bloopers.
Yeah.
I think Pat and Mavis were absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, they were great.
Yeah,
Yeah. We need Pat and Mavis t-shirts in the club shop available. With
yeah, that's a great.
we should get them on the show.
Oh, knock one on.
10 minutes.
Yeah. We need t-shirts with Pat and Mavis saying "better than an orgasm."
When they said that, I literally nearly spat my tea out. It was brilliant. It was great.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
I feel sorry for Alfie May, though. I'm not going to lie. When he was on there and then he was talking, and then I was just like, oh, I feel so sorry for you. But
we got
Ned was on there, so I was hooked on that episode.
Yeah, I got the impression when the manager was talking about Alfie that they'd said, they didn't kick him out. They say, it's up to you. You want to stay, you'll be in such and such a position. If you want to go with a blessing. And I think, I thought, well, what a terrible thing and blah, blah, blah. But I think it actually was handled very well. And I think Alfie's, he scored in his first game, and I think Huddersfield will win that league. It wasn't as bad as it appeared on the surface, put it that way. I thought Chris Davies dealt with the situation brilliantly. And I will say, Tom I hung on every word Tom Brady said when he was talking about what he does and how he encourages people, there was one particular passage, and asked, in my days as captains of teams of various sorts, if I could have said that to, you're not going to be the best until you give your best every day, and that's when you'll become. And when you've done that, you have to go. You have to go again. And I could think of situations, especially in my cricketing days, where I could have said that to people, because I always felt that they weren't doing enough, and weren't putting enough into it, and they didn't put it as much into it as I did. And and I thought about that. And I said, I wish I'd have had them words to say to those people. And he was just mind blowing. To be honest with you, I'm no American football fan, but I've heard of Tom Brady, and it's only now I realise what a great person on that American football. To win 7 Super Bowls, it's Can you think of anybody who's won 7 FA Cups? Can you think of anybody who's won 7 league titles?
There's Ashley Cole's won the most, and I don't know whether he won 7 though. I think far off. Yeah. But no, I think one thing stuck in my mind that he said, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on the show, but I'm going to say it anyway. And Chris will tell me.
I can bleep it out.
I think, and since I've watched that documentary, I've been on this bike behind me about 6 times. I've been out for walks about 3 or 4 times. I've upped the ante a little bit, and sometimes we've all been there, where you get up and you just can't be bothered to go to the gym or go on your bike or go for a walk. We just can't be bothered to do it, and you have to overcome your inner bitch. And he said that in the series, didn't he? And that stuck in my mind. It's like, okay, I'm going to overcome my inner bitch today. Sorry, Chris. And I'm going to, I'm going to overcome that, and I'm going to, just do it. And you feel so much better for doing it after. Do you know what I mean? I won't say what else is, that's got the F word in it, but you know what I'm getting at.
The funny thing is, I'm just watching the subtitles coming up across that, and it's bleeped out the word bitch. So, but, I mean, I've got to add one thing, and I think Ray Hobro's covered this off as well. Right, that first series for me wasn't just for Birmingham fans. That first series was to put our club out there.
Yeah.
And they certainly have done that, because to go through the history, it's the first time that my kids, when they've sat down and watched that, have been able to see what it was like to go into St Andrews when it was terracing, the bad times that we went through. What was also great was how they covered the whole aspect of the club. So it wasn't just about the bad running. It was about the fans. It was about the fact that we had our period of troublesome fans, but they turned that around. Mm-hmm. It was about the fact that we went down and then got ourselves back promoted. So the structure of it in those first 5, I think, was good.
Yeah.
Well, it was okay.
Go on, Mark.
I was going to say, it was like a general icebreaker, wasn't it?
Yeah.
To like a wider audience. So there's a lot of people watching who don't know nothing about our club around the globe.
Yeah,
and it was just a perfect icebreaker, wasn't it?
I didn't realise that Jay Stansfield's brother was the kit man. I didn't know that.
I knew that. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I heard that he was, but didn't know who he was.
The love between Wagner and Stano is like I've never seen an owner love a player so much. It's nice to see.
He's like a father-son. He did it as well at the open training session. They took their picture in the centre circle, and then afterwards, Wagner's walked over with Stansfield, and there's pictures out there. People can see them of them just hugging it out on the side of the pitch and stuff. And I think it's great that they've got that rapport. And is there going to be a second series? Oh, God, if they don't do a second one, they're missing it.
There will be, I know.
There has to be.
It would be nice to have more fans, though, I think, because obviously they followed the same lot.
Yeah.
It would have been nice to have more.
Different title as well, maybe.
A broader debate, yeah.
And what I'd also like to see, and to come back on Paul's point, bit on Juki, because I thought that third episode, and I apologise if people haven't watched them all here. It's not a total spoiler, but our third episode based on Stano was incredible and hit every possible heart that watched it. And there were times throughout that where I had wife and girls in tears. The Wembley part for the kids, I think, was the realization around what had happened. But the Stano story and the way that they put that together was wow, and Whisper, fair play, because that was the way to bring that across. And they could do something really, really similar with Juki. You can have an episode based on all of his time at the club and now what he's doing, because he is still part of the future of this club, not as a player, but what he is doing in the background. And I think there's that. Gardner didn't get much in there, and I think he needs more airtime for the work that he'd done. And the other thing is, I'd like to hear from the backroom staff, because you heard from Chris Davies, you get that. But I'd love to hear from Mike Taylor. Mike Taylor's been through every scenario with this club.
Yeah.
Winning things, promotions, playing in the top divisions, relegation, now coaching, relegation, getting back up there. He's going to have some stories and a half to tell. So it would just be great to see that aspect. And, for those people that said it was a poor man's version of the Wrexham one, no, it was a totally different setup. It was a different structure, and it's not designed to do what Wrexham did. It's designed to be Birmingham City and our story. And long may it continue. And I think it's going to. I mean, we know for a fact that they were filming the weekend. Friday they were there in front of Wagner filming, and also they were at the Players Awards. So I'm kind of hoping there's one particular snippet from the Players Awards that makes it, when you just can't swipe the smile off somebody's face as they're handing things over to Led.
Never came to me wedding though, did I?
You didn't.
We didn't.
Broke me heart, that did.
But also the other thing is, don't you just think as well that it'd be nice just to have a nice little follow-on? That from what happened at the end, how they all then celebrated, and then go into the pre-season, and maybe even start it with a little bit of this, because it would be just Friday night's atmosphere. I know a few things didn't go to plan, but I thought the DJ set and the music absolutely superb. Had it rocking.
Yeah.
Will say that couldn't hear people on the microphone. That was the only disappointing thing for me. The interviews, didn't hear much from Chris, didn't hear much from our player of the day, and I'd love to have heard more from him.
Gleghorn, wasn't it?
What did we ask as well? What do we have to be in our seat for 7:30 for?
Yeah.
There was
I thought that.
There was due to be something, but they couldn't do it for various reasons. But there was due to be.
I nearly got indigestion eating my pie as well at 7:25.
You managed to get a pie.
Did you actually get a pie and you actually got served?
Absolutely.
I didn't get one.
Yeah, after queuing for about 20 minutes,
20 minutes? That's sure as well. God.
Coming back onto the Stano episode, I think his mum should be really proud of, the lads, she's nurtured them into, because, and I'm sure his dad as well would be so proud of what he's become, and also his brother as well, I think they're certainly doing him proud, and their mother as well, but, their mother should take loads of credit for what they're becoming. It's an incredible achievement for her, because I can only imagine what she's been through, or what she's still going through as well, I would imagine. It's not something you ever get over, is it? So, yeah. But I think another thing that surprised me as well with the documentary was going straight from Wayne Rooney to the last game of the season. We sort of bypassed Tony Mowbray and Gary, really, So that was a big surprise, but I don't know. Did it need it? What do we think on that? Do we think we really could have mentioned a couple of games under Tony Mowbray in the circumstances, or was it probably best left out?
For me, I was pleased in a way that they left that out. Just for Tony's sake more than anything else, because he doesn't, you know what I mean? He's been the absolute mill, and you know, I do wonder whether perhaps they did ask, can it be included, and it wasn't. But that actually, the way they ended it and the way they brought it down to that relegation stage, it kind of kept you on your seat a little bit more, because everybody knew what was coming, but it was the way that they did it and that jump. But also what that showed for me was the incredible amount of love that came from the fans at the end of that game, which some people didn't see, they only heard about. But to see it and to hear from Tom saying how he felt was just, I mean, that was just brutal honesty, wasn't it? And that was from both of the Toms. You know, the fact that you heard from Tom Brady, they were not good enough. We've got to change things. They have to go. You know, that really for me can only come from a true sportsman and professional in that sport. You can't get from anybody else that level of honesty.
Yeah. Last thing then on the documentary. Let's go around the room and out there to our viewers. Give us your rating out of 10 for the documentary. I'll start us off with an 8.5. Chris?
10 for me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Claire?
I think an 8.5.
Mark?
Yeah, I'd say 8.5. 8.5, yeah.
Craig?
I'd go for a 9, but only because I wanted to see a few more faces in it.
Okay. Alan?
9.5. And I'm only knocking the 0.5 off because I noticed one or two mistakes, shall we put it that way. Inconsequential, but I thought, no, that's not right. That didn't happen. That they got things the wrong way round, and they said that the home game when they presented the trophy was the last game, and it wasn't. You know, we played Cambridge the week before. There's silly little things like, but I'm like that. I notice these things because, you know, let's face it, I thought, we've all done it. We watch every game. And you spot these mistakes, but that was the only thing. I loved it. I watched it from beginning to end. I put it on at about 7:00 in the evening, and just after midnight, turned the telly off. And
I've gone through it. I've seen every episode twice. Yeah, I've watched it twice. Yeah. So I've seen episodes 1 and 2 3 times.
Yeah.
I think.
Ray Hobro said 8 out of 10. Mark Hoadley has said 8 out of 10. Chris Rowe, 8 out of 10. Pete Taylor, 9 out of 10 for me. The production was absolutely incredible and unlike ones that I've seen before. So some really good feedback on the board as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The other thing I picked up on as well was we were playing at, say, Peterborough away, and we were on the attack and we scored. Or they'd show the fans like getting up saying, go on then. And they're at St Andrews in the main stand.
Yeah.
A couple of occasions of that.
Yeah. But apart, you know, that's just a silly little thing that I've noticed.
All that sexing it up.
What, in the main stand?
I love Clayton's comment.
In the main stand?
Painted the steps in the main stand.
Oh, yeah.
They're now blue and white, not grey and yellow.
Well, it's just 5 million dollars.
I managed to get my head managed to make an appearance anyway against Norwich when Beattie puts a challenge in it. For the camera flicks to Tom Wagner, right in front of him. So that was my claim to fame. Any more of us been?
I was there in the car park at Wrexham.
I saw you before the Wrexham game.
My claim to fame is I had a T-shirt in the opening scene. There you go.
You did.
I made.
My tweet came at the end.
You did,
yeah.
And we saw the prison cells very early on, so Rogue was also.
No, me and Mr. Wilkes were there when Brady first arrived getting out of the car. I didn't see Adam though, but yeah, I saw myself.
I never saw you.
Yeah. He superimposed it.
Alan was all out.
There was a comment from Ian Clayton, by the way. He said it was 8.5, but only because we lost the final. But actually, really, it should be a 10 because Brady called the posh fans beep, beep, beep.
Yeah.
That actually, you know, that is the one thing that did make me laugh about that was just the way he came out with it. And it was, But that would actually, for me, that would be what a fan would say as well. So it kind of shows they're not just owners, but they are fans.
Yeah. Now, before we come on,
yeah,
I'm going to move on from the documentary now, and I want to just talk about it for a moment, the Trevor Francis statue and the way it was unveiled and just how absolutely incredible. I'm going to give my rating on the Trevor Francis statue straight away of 15 out of 10. I think it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Craig?
It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. And when you watch the video that was released by the club prior to the actual unveiling and them saying what they wanted to do and how Trevor himself had talked about having a statue, and the only thing he was worried about was the pigeons. I mean,
brilliant.
It was those sorts of things, but the likeness.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
It's absolutely brilliant, and the crew that have worked on getting that done that way around, and that group of Jasper, Tom, Gary Cook was involved, Jeremy Dale was involved, all from the club. It just shows truly how much that guy is missed and was loved. And I think the unveiling, the only thing for me, I was disappointed that we didn't see more players that Trevor had played with over his time. And actually, it would also have been nice to have a few that, apart from, Benno, there wasn't many more that were there that were under. I'd have loved to have seen, like, for example, Andy Johnson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With what happened on that pitch in the Millennium Stadium, it would have been nice to see him there. But the unveiling was great. Having the kids do it with the people from the club as well, because it's the Trevor Francis Foundation and they are the future. That's perfect. And I couldn't have chosen a better spot, really, could they? Because that's the one area that gets the sunlight all the time.
Yeah.
So, I said it on Friday with just one picture, but the sun shines on the righteous. And I think it is the perfect spot to remember him by. And fair play to everybody involved.
Let's make no bones of it. There's been a lot of really bad statues about it, hasn't it? Over the years, we have seen not at Blues so much, but I mean, at other grounds. I can always remember the Michael Jackson one at Fulham. All of that. Was
the Ronaldo one as well in Portugal at that airport.
Yes.
Yeah. He looks more like you, Ronaldo statue.
Robe's modelled after the gargoyles at the top of the church in the bowling.
Give me your thoughts on the statue, mate.
Well, I went and had a good close look on Friday, and took a couple of photographs, and I was amazed how accurate it was, because football statues and Wolves of Billy Wright. If you go and look at, I don't know whether anybody here remembers what Billy Wright looked like, but he certainly wasn't that. Stan Collis as well, they've got a statue at Wolves, and he, who on earth's that? And it's almost Bobby Moore one at Wembley.
Yeah, that's superb.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Billy Bremner as well at Leeds is good, isn't it? That one.
I think so.
Yeah.
But it's such a and the position obviously that he took up was, if you want to remember him when he was playing, that's how you would remember him, because he used to do it 20 odd times a year, and was just I mean, I went to his engagement party. How about that?
Did you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. At the old British Legion. Can you imagine a superstar like that having his engagement party at the old British Legion? But
wow. What were the rivals like there?
At the old British Legion.
Yeah, just curious.
Yeah, well,
I know you're on.
The ones in the main stand haven't improved, but they have at least painted the floor so you can find your way to them.
So,
I was going to say something else, but I'm not going to.
I'm not going to go around the room with this. Are we all agreeing on a 10 out of 10 for Trevor's statue, or is anyone going lower or?
No. So the whole thing,
perfect.
And the same viewers as well. If anyone wants to give it lower than 10 out of 10, let us know. But I'll be surprised if anybody does.
Yeah, well, I agree with Ian Clayton, because if you see Brady's one that's been unveiled today,
that's awful.
we could have had a different kind. So fair play to whoever made it. Good job.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
Now, we've got a new feature in the show, haven't we, this season, called the Blue Room. And we sort of like, if anyone's got any subjects on the panel that they want to suggest should go in the Blue Room, and we'll sort of count up over the season the things that we've got in the Blue Room. So the Blue Room is basically anything spectacular or anything that should be mentioned on or off the field that's that good, it should be put in the Blue Room, basically.
Forever.
Yeah, forever. And I mean, I don't think it's a bad start to suggest Trevor's statue should be in there. The only other thing I can think of would possibly be the documentary as well. But any other suggestions other than Trevor's statue and the documentary, and what do we all vote on this week?
I've got to put Tommy Wagner in there.
Yeah, well, yeah.
We wouldn't have what we've got today. You wouldn't have a statue. You wouldn't have the stadium. You wouldn't have the players, and you wouldn't have the management team if it wasn't for him.
No,
so that I just think in a whole accumulation. So yeah, TW for me.
Where?
It's a hard one, really, because I think you've kind of the three main things at the moment, wouldn't it?
Don't say Ethan Laird.
No, well, hopefully I get to see him on Wednesday.
Between vacations, errands, and everyday summer chaos, sticking to your health goals can be tough. Luckily, Thrive Market does the hard work for you. We're the online healthy grocery store that cuts out the junk ingredients and delivers high-quality groceries right to your door. From low-sugar beach snacks to organic grill night staples, no matter your health goal, we make shopping healthy a breeze. Go to thrivemarket.com/podcast for 30% off your first order and a free $60 gift.
How far can we go back?
Yeah,
It can be a player, it can be a moment, it can be an item, it can be a...
if it's a moment, it'll be Darren Carter for the Premier League, wouldn't it?
That's a great shout from Warren Wasserstein, the old Bo Brummie, as he ain't coming back.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's locked in.
Yeah.
So one thing that I've noticed during the summer, the number of Birmingham City podcasts has increased exponentially. And
tell me about it.
Loads.
I enjoyed appearing in Blue, to be fair, Jay and Nick, and
that's a good one. Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, they're good lads.
Jay's actually going to join us on Tilton Talk. We're just arranging some dates, but he will be joining us in and around his shifts as well.
Yeah.
Whilst we're talking about podcasts, we are running as best podcast in the Football League at the Football Content Awards. I will put a link up on all of our socials, but we can't get through without your nominations. So for all the listeners and all the watchers, please, if you can put together a nomination for ourselves, don't worry. If we do manage to get through, we won't take robe. So we'll be okay. But no, if we can do some nominations, it would be fantastic. Any support, as with all of them, is much appreciated. And there might be many podcasts out there, but Chris, we're still number one.
Yeah.
Are we all in agreement, and is all our viewers in agreement, that Tom Wagner is the first person, I'll say, to go in the Blue Room?
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The best
I
thing
said
ever happened,
Darren Carter as well for the Premier League.
Yeah, that was a great moment, wasn't it? I mean, don't forget we can do this like for 46 weeks, so there's plenty of things to...
I've got a controversial one then for next week then.
Go on then. Can't you say it?
Oh, don't you want it next week?
We'll have it next week.
Go on
then.
Will you remember?
I've got two very controversial ones.
Okay.
Why are they controversial, Chris?
Because they're controversial.
Controversial.
Yeah, because I know there are 1, 2, 3, at least 4 people on here who won't agree with me.
No, okay.
And can I just add, we've said Tom Wagner, we've said Darren Carter, right?
Obafemi.
In the Blue Room should be us, the fans, because without the fans, there is no club.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, last couple of seasons, most definitely.
Yeah. So Tom Wagner is the first person to appear in the... Yeah.
Yeah, I will. Now, we'll have the sound effect for next week, but here's my made up one.
Right,
that sounded like Rooney's team talk.
No, that was the Zimmer frame he was following.
Do you want to hit us with a Who and the Barnets?
That wasn't the Who. Okay.
Is that a band?
Right then. So, what would you like first? The Barnets. We'll have the Barnets. Here we go. So, tell us who they are. He didn't play for Barnet, but he's their Barnets, and they should be coming up on us very, very soon.
And that's Barnet because he played for Barnet. And it can't be Dave Barnett because he played for Barnet.
Exactly. Right now, and I've completely forgot who they are. So until I've revealed photographs. But let's get people interested. Right, okay. So nobody yet, I don't think. Nope.
I can't see anything.
Open your eyes.
Yeah.
I've got it on the screen.
I think I know the top one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I might know the top one as well. Should we
I can't see the bottom one.
Should we let
tilt your phone a bit there. No, bottom forward to me.
Right, Dave Twiner's gone for Cliftonbell.
Okay.
No, he had more of a sweep across his head.
Mm.
Would it be fair to say that the one at the top is Scottish?
Maybe,
yeah. Well, I do know that.
The one at the bottom, I don't want to guess because I might be right and that spoils it for our viewers.
Yeah.
Stick it in the chat.
I want to have a look because I can't actually see it.
Paul Lilly's gone for Mark Ward. Warren Starling's gone for Chris Holland. I don't know whether that's one or two that they're going for. Wade Elliott as well, people are saying.
Ian Clayton said Rowett and Roberts.
I'm going to put the pictures up in a bit. When
Daniel Ruin has said Christian Benitez. No.
Not Brock Madsen.
Oh, definitely not.
Oh.
Not Neil Kilkenny, is it, number one?
Nope.
Oh. Look on your face then told me I was right, but then I was wrong.
Kenny Cunningham from Daniel Ruin or Jamie Clapham as well.
Seb Larson, number two, no?
No, and it's definitely not Mark Dennis.
Are they a bit rude? Did they play many games for us?
Fair few.
Yeah?
Damian Johnson, number one.
Close.
Hair looks too...
Can't tell because it's got the right, what we're saying going over the second one.
It's not Roger Johnson, is it?
No.
Hard, isn't it, man? Who thought of this? Game's doing my head, you know. Who thought of this? I ain't got it was me.
Pete Taylor said Clemenson Bentner.
No.
That was a good one for the last one.
Can I have one more look?
No.
I've left them up. Oh, right, okay. I am going to put them up now, so it's your last chance.
Are you going to put the full on?
I'm going to put
the second one because I can't tell his actual haircut.
Somebody might have said it because I haven't been listening.
Not Devlin, is it, with hair, number one?
No, it's definitely not Devlin. I can see why you've said that, but no, it's not Devlin.
It's not Jonathan Hunt, is it?
I'll tell you what caught my eye in my seat on Friday night. I took a glance when the Keep Right On was belting out beautifully around the stadium during the game. And I just glanced over to my left and I could see Nigel Gleghorn and Dev singing Keep Right On. And it was just magical, man. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Two of my favourite.
Maureen Minute said, is it John McCarthy? Fraser Higgins has gone with Barry Ferguson. Sue Leslie Burke has also said Barry Ferguson.
Is it Yerinek for number two? Or Yarashik, whatever his name was.
Oh, Yuri Yarasik.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
And really blonde. It's not Gary O'Connor, is it? Blonde player.
Not Mark Roberts, is it?
Ian Clayton says he's Craig Gardner, number one.
Well, what about Pedersen, Christian Pedersen?
Yeah, I've put the players up now.
Have you?
Have you?
So now I'm waiting for
My phone proper lagging then.
Jonathan Hunt. And, I got Pedersen.
Oh, right, okay. I wasn't listening.
I said Jonathan Hunt.
Yeah, but I wasn't listening.
He didn't know who they were. He couldn't remember.
Remember?
We thought people were calling you a name. That's what it was.
I'm glad you did the full faces if you forgot who they were.
I know, yeah.
That's good. That was much better with you bringing up the full picture.
Yeah. I think I'll do that in future. Yeah.
Okay, and then let's hit us with the who then.
All right, then. Okay. Now I do know who this is. So
Is this a previous guest?
okay, he's not a previous guest, no, because I think they're too easy. So here's one that at least two of us will know. So shut up, Alan.
Gone back, they'll say, yeah, it's in your blood, and you have an affinity association with the fans. I'm a Brummie, born and bred, and obviously, that's where my soul is with Birmingham.
Is that a good one or what?
Jesus.
Is it before my time?
Probably just before your time.
Okay, I'm going to sit back then. You guys can guess.
Is it before my time?
I'm afraid it is.
Yeah.
Oh, Bob Latchford.
At which point we're rolling
Bob Latchford
out, and we're going to leave it to Alan because he's the only one that can tell us because Chris knows the answer.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Because Robert's just got the answer.
Bob Latchford.
I recognise the voice, but I cannot put a face to it.
Oh,
Robe's just got it about 20
Alan.
seconds.
Bob Latchford.
Well done, Robe.
Really?
Well done, Robe. Let the
Well done, Robe.
listeners have a go. And
I thought
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
ruining
No,
the
I was
game,
only
Robe.
joking. I was only joking. It was I said Rob Latchford.
Yeah, we need to bite our lips or at least.
That was who ruined.
Bob Latchford and I were born in the same year. He's about 2 months older than me.
Is it?
Is that hard to imagine that there's actually people around that are 2 months older than me? Yes.
No, he looks fantastic. He does, doesn't he?
I know he does.
Now, I believe some of you. I believe some of you wanted to do some shout outs as well. Am I right there, Claire? You wanted to give a shout out to someone who was 18 yesterday, were they?
yeah, happy birthday to my little brother and sister who are 18 yesterday. Keep right on.
And Robe, your son, I believe as well.
Yep. Jake was 18 on the first, so I'll give a shout out to him. I don't know where he is at the minute, to be honest. So.
Well, he's
They're
18.
always out, aren't they?
He's 18. He can do what he likes. So
That's it.
That's what I mean.
Visiting finished about 15 minutes ago, so you wouldn't know where he was.
He's not into football, is he, Robe?
No, he got to about 8 or 9. He just lost interest. He's more into his music and stuff. So, yeah.
I've got to also, I know the season hasn't started yet, but just want to remind everybody about the ladies because we're going into a great season. Opportunities to get promoted, building a phenomenal squad, to secure France in goal is brilliant for another season. And we've had some really good faces coming through the door as well. And that was topped off after their Spanish tour as well of a win against Valencia at the weekend. So, well done to Amy and the team for changing things around. But we can't go anywhere without you as fans. Now, season tickets, they're out there for sale, get on them if you can. It's a family occasion. It's not like going down to men. However, for those that haven't seen it, I will get the video out of when Amy was doing her interview around her points from last season and what she thought was outstanding. And the part that stood out was when she turned around and said, I was in the stadium and they started singing Keep Right On. And it was that last game of the season when we had over 7,500 in the stadium and Keep Right On was sang. And it helped on that occasion. Didn't get us over the line. Obviously was disappointing. But this time around, it can make the difference. And the first game of the season is at home against Bristol. And there's no men's game. So please, get yourselves down to St Andrews to back the women. I guarantee that some of those families will go to one game and then we'll not turn back and we'll go back to others. So it's well worth getting down there to see what's going on.
And we got the League Cup as well.
And the League Cup this year. What I don't want to see is people seriously, just turning up for a League Cup game against those people from the other side of the city, whose name will not be mentioned. But we've drew them in the League Cup along with Spurs. So there's some great League Cup games that are due to come up, but it's not about one game. It's about the season. So come along, support them in the league. And then, when it comes to the League Cup games, let's get behind them. Let's get as many people in there as possible, and let's make it hostile for when they do come and play us. But more to come on the season as we get closer. We have got a giveaway going on at the moment. Right, I have 10 teams left on a card. The card is going to the Stroke Foundation or Stroke Association, and is something that is very close to Stephen Gill, who writes our blogs, very close to his heart. Teams are £3 each or 2 for £5, and the winner will get a signed Liliag shirt that has actually been put up by Stephen himself. So please help us support if you can. £3 a team, 2 for a £5. Message me direct and I'll let you know which teams are left, and we'll get that draw made. But a lot more to come on the ladies team, and as we progress throughout the season, and let's back them as much as we possibly can.
I think it's only right as well to say congratulations to England women as well, isn't it, for winning the Euro?
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Stado.
Yeah.
To do it back
Craig, is it not true that they've changed the promotion criteria this year? Is it this year? Where the second playing a playoff with one in somebody out of the Premier.
Indeed. And the other thing is the fact that the Premier, or the Women's Super League as it's called, will also be looking to maintain their figures as much as possible as well, because they want to grow the size of that league. And the only way they can do that is by not having people relegated, but still getting people promoted. So there will be opportunities galore as we go through this.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Lily, thank you very much. I will message you straight after the show.
No, I think since we were last on for the summer special as well, we sadly had, I mean, ironically, it was the day I bought the new shirt. So I was there buying the new shirt the day it came out. And I'd literally come out the shop and looked at my phone, and I just could not believe it when I saw that Diogo Jota was sadly involved in a car accident. And I think it's only right, send our love and thoughts to everyone, obviously his family first and foremost, and friends, and everyone at Liverpool Football Club as well on the back of that, because it was just so terrible, wasn't it? It was so shocking to find out. It's the kind of thing where we were when we found out, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's my birthday.
Was it? Oh, okay.
Wow.
One more mention, Paul. Terry Hennessy died the weekend.
Yeah, that was
right.
He was
200 games.
He was. Well, put it this way: when we sold him to Forest, it was as bad, if not worse, than when we sold Trevor to me. He was the one outstanding player, international footballer. Came in the side at 18. Saw his debut against Man City, in which Dennis Law played. And he actually a couple of my mates from school reminded me of this today. He actually came and watched me play because he was going out with a friend, the sister of one of the team, and he came one Saturday morning. We'd be about 13 then, and to watch us play. And he went to live when he finished playing, he went to live in Australia. Don't know why. Didn't do any more footballing out there, but he was a superb player. He played wing half, and then he became our second defender, if you like, second centre half, and was superb at that. And we got a lot of money for him, which was very sad. And he had a good career with Forest, and he went to Derby afterwards, won the league with them. He was one of my he was my first real football hero,
For those of us that didn't have the pleasure of watching him play, tell us a bit about who would you compare him to now? What position did he play, and who's most like him in today's game, would you say?
Well, he made his debut as a wing half. He took Johnny Watts' place. and then as we as we were regularly relegation candidates in those days, he moved back into the back four. We started having things like back fours then, and he played alongside Trevor Smith, Winston Foster, and so on. And he was like Bobby Moore in that position. He didn't go out making a fuss. He just took the ball off people. He got there first, and he took the ball off people, and he was such a good passer of the ball. He played in the Bobby Moore style, shall we put it that way?
Yeah.
A wing. What's happened to Rowe? He's gone sideways. Oh, he's up.
Hey, we've got rid of him.
Just quickly on that note, what is everybody's first ever hero at Blues?
Oh, mine was probably. Good question. Mine was probably Nigel Gleghorn or Simon Sturridge. They were my two favourite players in my first team. When I started watching Blues regular, I would say them two were my favourite two players, and just after that as well, Louis Donovan as well. But I'd have to say Nigel. If I had to choose between them two, I liked them both just as much, to be honest. But I'd probably just edge it with Nigel Gleghorn.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's why it was so special for me, glancing over at Dev and Gleghorn, singing "Keep Right On Together," like, you know what I mean. Two of my favourite players from like the late '80s and early to mid and late '90s as well, and early 2000s as well, obviously. What about you, Claire?
Andrew Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, by a mile. Just favourite player. He's blonde. The only blonde one. And then I saw him once in Sainsbury's, and I was too shy to go up.
I remember seeing him in Zanzibar. I was chatting to him in Zanzibar, the old club in town, where I met my wife, actually. Yeah. This was in about 2001, the same year I met my wife there. And those of you that don't remember it, it is now a closed down. I don't know what it is now, but it went on to be called Oceana the last time it was a club. I know that.
Oh yeah, that's gone as well.
Yeah. But yeah, I put him in there the once.
Pete Taylor's first hero was Granger. Michael was a member of Terry and Hennessy from his school days. Ian Clayton said his first hero was Simon Sturridge. Johnny Vincent, PW on YouTube.
Okay, yeah. Craig, what about you?
I mean, you've mentioned Sturridge, you've mentioned Gleghorn, but when I was at school and college, I used to play centre half, so I can't help but think about some of the centre halves that have been at the club. But I think, you know, when it comes to sitting down and watching the game and knowing the two things, two players, friend of the show, Ian Clarkson, I thought was absolutely superb.
Yeah, player as well, yeah.
Captain as well, leading us down that. But also Vince Overson, the Never Say Die, proper hardcore defender that he was when I first started watching the team. So I think those would be my first two, but I've also got to put in there Johnny Gale, because nothing to me will beat that overhead kick at Wembley.
No, brilliant. I think that's definitely one of the best moments from my childhood. But I think I really enjoyed as well watching Ian Rogerson play as well. He was a good player as well, wasn't he? And obviously Tatey as well, when he first came on the scene as well as a kid, you know, he was brilliant, wasn't he, as well? He was brilliant for us, full stop throughout. But, you know, when he first broke into the first team, vaguely remember him cutting in from the left with his right foot and curling it right in the top corner. And I was right behind that. And I just remember him scoring. I can't remember who it was against, though, but it was a brilliant goal.
I've got to answer as well, just on here, Daniel Roon's question. Do you reckon we could try and get Craig or Wagner on the show? We will try our absolute utmost. And we have tried Craig on numerous occasions. Paul's booked him, I've booked him. But I do get it from a club perspective, it's quite hard. And Chris has tried Mr. Wagner as well.
The last thing he said to me when I asked him a while ago was, I'll come on when we're in the Premier League. So hopefully we'll get him on next season.
Yeah. There you go. It's a promise. You can't break a promise.
So reading through some of the players, I think you've already mentioned the Terry Hennessy one, Simon Sturridge from Ian Clayton. We've also got, so Chris Rowe said Gil Merrick.
Yeah.
Fraser, John Gale.
I don't know this one, Alan. Johnny Schofield?
Goalkeeper, yeah, he was the one that took over from
Gil
Merrick.
Oh, right, okay.
He played in those Fairs Cup finals. Brave as hell. Got his head kicked in. Played the rest of his career with a metal plate in his head.
Right.
Wonderful goalkeeper. Colin Withers kind of took his place. But it was in the days when keepers would come out and dive at the opposition's feet. You know, there'd be no defence there, but just the goalkeeper coming out and flinging themselves. And he was so good at it. But I can't remember the name of the guys who played for Manchester United. Kicked him in the head, and he got carried off and finished up in a serious operation. And then came back into the side.
We got another nomination here for the what we calling it?
The Blue Room.
Okay. Tom Ross.
Yeah.
We'll put that in for next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can only pick one thing per week, but
yeah. So this week it's definitely going to be Tom Wagner.
Or do we put it
to
the vote and then announce next week what was put into the Blue Room? Because we've had that many different ones that have come up during the conversations.
Yeah.
Let's put it out to the listeners.
Yeah. Okay. Welcome back, Ro. What happened then?
I don't know. Everything just went black.
Chris, I thought we got rid of him.
I tried.
No, I just as I faded out of consciousness, I just heard Alan's saying Terry Annesley.
Right, let's go around with predictions then. So I'll start us off. Wednesday, I think we will win 2-1, and Saturday, I think we will draw 1-1 again. Chris?
I'm going to go 3-1 Blues.
Wednesday?
Yeah.
And Saturday?
I'm going to go for a 2-0.
Blackburn?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I hope you're right. Claire?
I think we will be 1-1 on Wednesday.
Penalties?
Then does it go to penalties?
Right to penalties.
And then I think we'll win on penalties. I'm going rogue a bit here. And then I'm praying that we actually beat Blackburn at Blackburn, because I've never seen it and it'll be great. And I reckon we'll beat them 3-1.
Can I just say, at Blackburn, we need to overcome our inner bitch.
Yeah.
Rogue.
I'm not going to say that live, but I agree. But yeah, 3-1.
The inner 5 stars has just appeared in the subtitles.
Rogue?
I'm going to say Wednesday, I think we'll win 1-0. And on Saturday, I think we'll win 2-1. Two narrow wins.
Yeah. Craig?
I'm going to go for 2-0 on both of them, because I just think it'll be interesting, first of all, Wednesday night to see the squad and the team that goes out there, because they should all be fighting for their place and saying to Chris Davies, pick me on Saturday. So that'll be interesting. And I just think, hey, I'll go back to it, 7,033 fans back in the Blues. Don't let us down, boys. Please don't let us down.
No pressure. Bloody hell. It's going to be some following that, isn't it, beyond the goal? Jeez, the atmosphere is going to be unbelievable.
Absolutely brilliant.
Oh, there's been news on the app.
There has indeed. It's just coming up. I'm just opening it to see what they're saying before we go off air.
That's it.
Oh, the third kit's coming out, innit?
Good, because we need to wear it on Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. Was that a beach?
Yeah.
That's not Brazilian, is it?
Actually, Claire, I'll rephrase that and I'll say we need to overcome our inner beach.
Inner beach. Let's let you know.
Alan?
I'm nonplussed at these. It's quite a common word when I was a young lad. Beach. Anyway, yes. I got a feeling that it might be a penalty job on Wednesday. And we've got enough people that can take penalties in our side, I think, to get through that. And I'm gonna say I'll say we're gonna beat Blackburn, because Blackburn, will finish in the bottom half. Did they get beat on Saturday?
Yeah, 1-0 at Baggies, wasn't it?
Albion. Baggies beat them, yeah.
I said that. Yes, of course I did. And I thought they were pretty poor. Yeah, well, 2-0 Saturday.
That'd be wonderful. Righty, hope you a lovely journey home. Okay, is that a wrap?
That's a wrap.
Okay, so thanks for watching, everyone. We've been the Tilton Talk Show. It's good night, sponsored by AMG Logistics, of course. It's good night from me, and it's good night from Claire Wheeldon.
Still can't get over that. It's a good night from me. Can't wait to see everyone on Wednesday and Saturday, and it's a good night from the Robe.
Good night from me, and I've been practicing, so I'll be in tune now. So I'm going to say good night from me, and I'm going to say good night from Craig.
And it's a good night from me. Don't forget, please put your nomination in, details in the message board and after the show. And I'll hand over to the one and only man with the beard. Oh, no, that doesn't work anymore. Back to Alan.
Yes. Thank you. Good night, all. It's been wonderfully hot here all day, and I'm just going to open the window and go to bed now. And God bless you all. And I'll hand you over to our announcer, Mr. Paul Hipkiss.
Okay, back to me. And it's good night from Chris Brown.
Yeah, it's a good night from me. And please, all those on YouTube, don't take everything Alan says as gospel. Right?
Oh, gone dizzy.
He's upset people again.
I wonder if it's red hot on that beach.
I bet it's hotter than Mablethorpe.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us. You've been listening to your Tilton Talk Show.
You certainly have. Good night.
Ready for a healthy, stress-free back-to-school season? Thrive Market's got your back with easy, high-protein meals, brain-boosting lunchbox staples, and low-sugar snack packs. Everything to simplify your busy mornings. Their groceries are high quality and no junk. Over 1,000 sketchy ingredients restricted and all trusted by parents so you can shop worry-free. Plus, their big back-to-school sale makes it the perfect time to stock up. Go to thrivemarket.com/podcast for 30% off your first order and a free $60 gift.
I've got a bloody sore throat and a tickly cough. I went for a walk. You ever been to the walk over Birmingham Airport way through the park?
Oh, yeah. Around
Solon
Country Park.
Yeah, we did that yesterday.
Yeah, it's a nice little walk, isn't it?
It is, yeah. We parked up by the Harvester and we walked through. Yeah, we went. It was a good hour and just over an hour it took us to go there and back.
Yeah.
Ever since I've got this stupid sickly cough.
Yeah.
And a bit of a sore throat. I think it's the pollen, isn't it?
It was high yesterday. Very high.
Yeah.
They said it was high, didn't they?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
And I think it's high today as well, isn't it? Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Joe's got the same. She just don't talk about it, but I do. You see, because I'm a big fuck.
You're a bloke. What blokes do?
Yeah, exactly. Right. I think I'm good.
I keep doing the Barnet thing and then forgetting who they are. But this time I'm going to put the full photographs up after. Makes it easier, doesn't it? Right, hang on.
Yeah, you can hear me all right, yeah?
Yeah, fine, yeah.
Yeah, good.
Good. I'm just a bit off mic, so hang on, let's just do another one. Add image.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Right, Barnet.
Did you get your card all right, Claire?
Yes, thank you.
Good.
Yeah, we only went through them the other day.
You have to make sure when you throw them in these big boxes, don't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, literally, our whole table was full of them, and we had to go through them 2 or 3 times because we literally went the next day. So
yeah.
But thank you all. Thank you so much. Kindness. Appreciate it.
No problem at all.
Thanks for the invite.
Good.
It was a really nice day, wasn't it? The food was great. Loved the food.
It was good.
No, it was all great. The venue was great as well, to be fair.
Yeah, it's a nice place, to be fair. The weather made it, though.
Yeah, it helps. It was the same when we got married. The weather was just perfect.
Oh.
Good evening.
Right.
Evening.
Yeah.
Evening. Two.
Hold on.
Two.
Is everyone okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Good.
Yeah, just sweating like a pig. If we wear that robe, it'd be like a sweatbox.
You gone for shirt? First one of the season. Look at this.
I know, well, I've not long got in, to be honest. And at least, mind you, this shirt makes me look like I work at McDonald's.
I've got a tea towel like that.
Has it gone missing? Oh dear.
Yeah,
absolutely roasted.
Stupid. I'll just tell you, Chris, we went for a walk over Birmingham Airport yesterday.
Yeah.
And got this stupid tickly cough and like soreness in the back of my throat there.
Have you?
Do my head in a bit, yeah. So if I go on mute, it's because I'm having a little coughing attack.
Oh right. Oh God. You don't feel bad apart from that because there's loads of stuff going around at the minute.
Nah, I'm all right apart from that.
Oh, that's good.
I think.
Oh, what's...
Who's phoning that now?
That's Alan. It's just said...
He wants to know where the link is.
I know, and I've sent it to him, but I've sent it on his other account. We should make his mind up which account he's going to be on.
He ain't got it, has he?
Oh, for God's sake. Hang on. Jeez.
Just put it on the main chat.
Yeah, that'd be easier, wouldn't it? Don't know why I did that anyway. I've sent it to him. He's a pilker.
Oh, it was nice to have my picture today with the Trevor Francis statue with nobody there.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't even been anywhere near it because Friday was a joke.
I didn't get a chance Friday. My mum and dad went up last week, and my dad had a few pictures with it. But, yeah.
Your name's We've got cameras looking at you, so if you go anywhere near it for memorabilia, i.e., try and take the statue, then they're going to get you arrested immediately.
Imagine he's got Trevor Francis in the back.
Oh no!
Oh, don't give him ideas.
In the shop, they need to bring out like little replicas, don't they?
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
Like
of the Statue of Liberty that you can buy in New York, for example, the same sort of thing, but the Trevor Francis statue.
Yeah, that's a lot. Make a fortune on that, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not in sales for no reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can afford our next player.
Yeah. Oh, God.
It's a honeymoon.
Who are you anyway, Claire Wilden? Don't know who you are.
Do you know what? I'm slowly changing it on things, but it's like weird, especially with the booze.
He's ringing again.
What's he doing?
What's he ringing for?
Nice.
Yeah, was your honeymoon good, Claire, anyway?
Oh, it was like a holiday of a lifetime. It was crazy. We managed to do everything that we wanted to, and the weather was good. And
I feel sorry for the pigs.
Claire, what made you choose Miami? And that was it just somewhere you'd always wanted to go, or just
no? So we wanted to go somewhere that wasn't Asia or Europe because I've done a lot of Europe and Holly's done a lot of Asia.
Yeah.
So they were like, "Well, what?" We went to somewhere called Trail Finders in town.
Oh yes,
yeah, and they are really good. Like they are.
They sort everything out, don't they?
Yeah,
whole lot. Yeah,
everything. So we were like, we want to go to the Caribbean. And then they were like, right, what day? And I was like, the day after. And then literally they booked it all. But the problem is that while we're on the ship, they changed the itinerary. So we were supposed to go to Jamaica on the Friday, get off and have 4 days. Instead, Jamaica was then Wednesday. So we had to do the whole cruise. No!
Oh, you're married. Hey!
Yeah, married life's already started.
It gets worse.
You want an ice cream? No, I don't. And then so we had to buy flights to Jamaica because our flight out was to Jamaica back.
Yeah.
So we had to get to Jamaica, so it did cost us more money, but...
How was your cake, Claire? How was your wedding cake? Was that nice?
Oh, I sat here and I ate it all, the top tier. Nice. I haven't stopped eating because I went on a diet for 7 months, but I'm going back on it on Saturday because I keep eating everything.
I've just discovered the most incredible app called NutriCheck, and it's unbelievable. Honestly, you type in there anything, it just shows you a picture of it, and you can put in, it counts you 5 a day. You put how many glasses of water you've had. It's just unbelievable. Honestly, I've never heard of it before, and I started using it literally yesterday.
I'm on Kaunas or something, and then it like literally tells me everything.
Yeah, okay.
And then it's got like the nutrition of what I eat and everything.
I've had no sugar, no biscuits, no cake, and no chocolate for 4 weeks and 3 days.
Anybody know where that is?
Apart from when I went to your wedding.
Wow.
An ambulance or an ice cream man?
It's an ice cream, man.
Ice cream man.
That's my house.
It is.
How do you know that?
I've just asked Holly to get me an ice cream.
Oh. That's a little bit weird that you. I was like, that's my area.
Alan, good evening. What is your account? You've got about 9 accounts, haven't you? I don't know which one's what.
No.
You know, yeah, you've got 2 accounts. Which is your account? You've got an old one which I've just given you this link on.
Well, that's the one. I don't have anything else.
You've got a new one. You've got one with a profile picture and one without a profile.
Avatar or something. Yeah, without one.
Well, I don't know. Well, I had a new phone.
Yeah.
I had a new phone because I can't remember what happened to it. Now I broke it. Yeah, broke the screen.
That shouldn't affect your
I think I didn't know that, and I think I set up another one.
Another account. Oh, right.
And that's why you'll see a different picture of me if you can see it at all.
Yeah.
Where I look about 40 years younger, but I couldn't find.
So you look 60.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the one you need.
Ah, right, okay. Right, I'll just get this.
Do you reckon the away kit will come out Friday?
Third kit.
The third.
Yeah, the third.
It's got to in it because what we're going to play Blackburn in otherwise.
Exactly. It's got to come out Friday.
Unless they wear.
I think unless it comes out when they wear it, and then that will be good.
Yeah, but you can't.
Because then you won't get it leaked.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good shape. And then you just available after they've worn it.
Yeah, maybe. I'll do like a. This is what it is.
Didn't they do that a few years ago with the green one we had? Remember
the COVID one? Yeah.
I can't remember.
Oh, Claire, she's had a 99 as well.
She hasn't been out the house because I can see the door. Literally, the door's there. She hasn't been out.
I just put, is it a 99? And she's put, unless she was referring to you not knowing where it was or thinking it was your house. I'm not surprised. I'm surprised she said no.
Mm.
If it was not tonight, I would have said yes.
Claire, can I just clear something up and tell me to mind my own business if you like?
Yeah.
What's with the name change? What does that?
Ooh.
Well, I'm married now, Alan. So
yes, but where does the name? Well, okay. Where
it's her name on Facebook? She has to have a different name because of the job. She does. She did. So Holly's name is Holly Wilden, but on Facebook she's something else.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's clear.
That's what it. Yeah, people. Like, I've had a few people go, I don't understand, and I was like, yeah.
Could it have been Holly Giblin?
It could have been, but I've got brothers, so I'm hoping the name carries on with them.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
And she's got 4 sisters, so
yeah,
that's why. Else I would have kept it, but it's what it is.
I'm a bit behind, so I need another mini bit.
Good job.
Do we know who's coming on when?
What do you mean? As you get
like guests and stuff. I think we need like a mini calendar so we know.
The only one I'm talking to at the moment is Will Brazier.
Oh yeah,
that'd be a good one.
Yeah, so I bumped into him outside the shop when the shirt was launched, actually, and I got chatting to him there because I took part in his game with the wheel. You know, you had to guess the play.
Oh yeah.
Will.
And then I've just got chatting to him since. I did ask him if he was free tonight, but he's not. He said he'll let me know when he's got a free Monday and he'll come on.
Is Chris coming on? Chris Lloyd?
Not tonight. He's in Wales, but hopefully next week.
Did he walk there?
I'll get that Vicky on. I think I'm going to get her on after the Oxford game.
Right then. We're gonna have to go there.
She's on TikTok.
Right. Fan. She's a guest fan, is she, or something?
Yeah, she does like loads of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Right then, quiet please. Let's go.
Have you been? Who's been to Maplethorpe?
I have.
I went about 12, 13 years ago for a few days.
Oh right.
I went there when I was about 5.
Yeah, wonderful people. Wonderful beach in Maplethorpe.
Never heard of the place. I thought you were talking about a lady.
It's near Skegness.
Skegness, yeah.
I've got a fact for you, Alan. My mother was Miss Maplethorpe, 1956.
Oh. I can well imagine.
What? Yeah.
I can well imagine. I mean, the good looks run in the family, don't they?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Thanks. I'll get the money over to you later.
Oh wow, that is. I tell you, that's low. That is. I thought Rope could stroke low just to
happened.
No, that's low. That is.
What is?
What happened?
He's sucking up to Chris. It's terrible. The rest of us abuse him, but Alan, no, he's sucking up to him. You know?
I don't want to fall out with anybody.
You've upset everybody on YouTube now. You can't.
Hi, this is Kim and Penn Holderness from the Laugh Lines podcast. Boost Mobile offers the same nationwide coverage, network speed, and service consumers are used to, but at more affordable prices. Why pay more if you don't have to?
Boost Mobile offering reliable nationwide coverage backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee. Love your service or get your money back, no questions asked.
While other carriers blow millions on Super Bowl ads, we put that money to work for you, delivering reliable 99% nationwide coverage at affordable prices.
Start saving on wireless today with Boost Mobile's unlimited plans starting at just $25 a month.
The Boost Mobile network, together with their roaming partners, cover 99% of the U.S. population. 5G speeds not available in all areas.
Visit your nearest Boost Mobile store or find us online at boostmobile.com.
Customers who cancel within 30 days of activation will have Boost service fees refunded. Activation fees, if applicable, and phone payments will not be refunded.
Between vacations, errands, and everyday summer chaos, sticking to your health goals can be tough. Luckily, Thrive Market does the hard work for you. We're the online healthy grocery store that cuts out the junk ingredients and delivers high-quality groceries right to your door. From low-sugar beach snacks to organic grill night staples, no matter your health goal, we make shopping healthy a breeze. Go to thrivemarket.com/podcast for 30% off your first order and a free $60 gift.
This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network. TalkSport. Powered by fans.